Welcome, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. For today's practice, we're going to focus on mobility. And many times I'm asked, well, isn't yoga more for flexibility, or even isn't, power yoga more for strength? There is absolutely components of flexibility and strength in our yoga practice. But really the most important part, the most important point that really affects many of us, especially as we age, is this concept of mobility, is being able to move without tipping over, or using the core to sidestep and step on top of the curb. So a lot of these things come in really handy with a yoga practice that includes both flexibility and mobility. So you don't want to be so flexible where you're doing all kinds of back bends, but there's really no stability in the joints. And at the same time, you don't want to be doing so many strength practices where you have these incredible bulging muscles, but at the same time, you don't have the flexibility to be able to extend the full range of motion. So my practice more and more is combining the two and really focusing on mobility. For today's practice, if you happen to have a prop that you like, blocks, blankets, strap, whatever it is, please go ahead and grab it and I will meet you on your mat. If you like what you see, please join and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try and post as many videos as I can during the week, and this way you'll get notification for an updated video. Thank you. So let's go ahead and please have a seat. You can cross your ankles in front of another. Just sit tall for just a moment. Take a nice deep inhalation. Raise the shoulders all the way up to the ears and soften down. And then do it the opposite direction. So really retract your shoulder blades down your back and then lift them all the way up towards your ears and then soften them down forward. And then sit tall for just a moment. Hands on top of your knees. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale it out. And then just notice where you're most noticing your breath. You can close your eyes if that feels okay. Notice if you notice your breath more at your nose and your nostrils, or maybe some of us feel it more in the chest. Maybe some of you feel it more in your belly. Just notice where you're feeling it the most. Doesn't have to be one way or another. And then wherever you're feeling it the most, actually keep your attention right there. So if you're feeling your nostrils flare out as you inhale, keep your awareness on your nostrils with each inhalation and exhalation. If you feel it more in your chest, feel that expansion and deflation of the lungs as you breathe. And then same thing with the belly. If you feel your belly move, feel the belly expand with inhalation and then soften with exhalation. And just stay with this for just a few moments. Notice that the mind is going to start wandering. That's just the nature of humanity, our human beingness. So when you notice a thought, you can just allow it to be there, because if you judge it, that means this is another thought. So just let it be there or let it go, whatever works best for you. Just noticing the thought. Sometimes it helps the minute you notice the thought, you can say thinking. Just you're kind of labeling it as something that you're doing, not that you're that kind of a person. And then also another thing that it helps is with your eyes closed, you can, with each inhalation you can say in, and with each exhalation you can say out. So with inhalation in and out, in, out, in, out. Let your in be all the way as you inhale in, nice long inhale. let the out be all the way out with your exhale. Out. And then gently open your eyes, please. Bring the soles of your feet together, hands on top of your ankles or your shins or your feet, and then just gently fold forward. Let the forehead come down towards the toes as much as you can or easily can come. And then press your chest up, elbows become straight. Inhale and exhale. Once again, fold forward over towards your toes as much as you can. Let the head drop. And then inhale and lift the chest up. Once again, drop the chest down. Maybe your forehead comes down just a little bit. Let the elbows go out to the side. And inhale and lift. Beautiful. And then go ahead and stay exactly where you are, except that take the right foot flat on the floor. Right knee stays up. Take your hands behind you, drop the right knee towards the left knee. Keep the left knee exactly where it is, and then just raise that right knee back up and out to the side. So just kind of moving that hip, the femur bone, the thigh bone in the hip socket. So taking the knee up and over to meet the left knee, and then all the way back up and out to the side. Couple more times. Again, there's no forcing this, just go as far as it feels good naturally. And inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhaling, lift and over. And exhale, lift and out. And then sit tall once again. Your hands are going to interlace that finger. Bring that right heel a little bit closer to your buttocks as you lift the chest up. Now this time, you're going to take that right knee out to the right, so it's not going to go out as much anymore. We're just going to drop that knee out to the right a little bit more and then bring it back up to the center. And out and in. And out, so a little bit quicker in pace. Out and in and press and in and two more and lift out and in. Last one, take it out and in. Very nice. Now this time, sit tall again and then bring the knee to your chest, and you're gonna take that right shin almost like you're cradling a baby. So your forearms are gonna go underneath the shin, like so, and then you're just gonna sway the baby side to side, rock that baby side to side. If this is too much, you can just put one hand on the knee, the other hand at the bottom of your foot, and just move it side to side. As you move that leg side to side, feel the movement, most importantly, in the hip socket. So the knee is very stable here. You're flexing the foot to protect the knee, and all you're doing is kind of like moving, like rocking that hip flexor, or rocking that femur bone inside the hip socket. So back and forth, side to side, side to side. If you're rounding your back a little bit, that's okay, but try not to be too rounded in your back. So just try and sit tall as much as you can. Couple more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then gently come back to the center. Now you're going to take your left hand to the outside of that right foot and gently begin to straighten the knee. That knee may not straighten all the way, that's fine. Eventually, as we get our body warmed, we're going to go into a pose that I call compass pose. So we're just going to, this is the entryway. So slowly begin to see if you can extend that leg a little bit at a time. Extend it, just kind of feel that nice stretch. That right knee can stay bent the whole time. It doesn't need to go any further. And then gently unwind, putting that right foot, the sole of the right foot touching the left foot. Sit tall, inhale and exhale, and fold forward. And then coming all the way back up, left foot flat. And you're just gonna lean back, drop that left knee towards the right knee, tap, and then all the way back and out and tap. When you go out to the side, remember you don't have to really press that knee down. So let it just go organically open to the side. and take it out and in and out. We're just going about this one phase at a time. Slowly warming up the joints, lubricating the joints to kind of cultivate that sense of mobility in the hip. And then coming all the way back to the center, and after your last one, coming all the way up. Bring that knee to your chest, flex the foot, put the foot flat on the floor, lift the chest up. Take your left hand on the inside and just gently begin to pry that open, but don't push so far. So it's not going to go as far as you just did. The range of motion is a little bit more limited here because the left heel is a little bit closer to your buttocks. Take it out and in and out and in, just like you're fanning yourself out and in. And then come back to the center. Now this time you're going to pick up that foot, bring the knee to your chest, and you're going to cradle that leg, either hand on the outside of that left foot, left hand on top of your left knee. You're just going to move that hip bone or the femur bone in the hip socket, or you can cradle using your forearms underneath that leg, and you're just kind of, cradling the baby in your arms. So back and forth. Feel that movement in that hip socket. Really great way to lubricate that joint. This is a lovely thing to do regularly. Side to side. And then once you're there and you feel like, oh, I feel a little bit more mobility, you take that right hand to the outside of the left foot and then gently begin to see if you want to straighten that knee as much as you like to, or as much as it feels good. It may not be straight all the way, that's fine. We're just prepping for this pose that's going to come towards the end of the class when we're all warmed up. It's called the compass pose. Just giving you a little heads up, little preview. Beautiful. And then putting that left foot next to the right foot. Last one, inhale, lift the chest up, exhale and fold. This time you may notice that, oh wow, I can actually go just a little bit farther than when I first started the class. Just couple of simple movements and you already have gained more mobility. So lift the chest up, if you're sitting on anything, take that to the side, come to the top of your mat and come all the way up to Tadasana, stand tall. Hands on your hips, please. Shift your weight over to the right. Pick up that left foot. I'll turn around so you can see me. Left foot on the ground, toes on the floor. And you're just gonna rotate that ankle. So as you rotate the ankle, let that knee open to the side. You're just kind of turning that entire leg inside your hip bone. And then come back to the center and then switch. So take it out and in, out and in, out and in. Really do it as if your little big toe is just kind of, your entire leg is circulating around that big toe. And then come back to the center, take that left foot and point and flex the foot, and point and flex it. And then you can rotate the ankle one direction and rotate the ankle the other direction. And then as you point the toe here, stand tall and gently begin to lift that leg up just a little bit or a lot. It doesn't have to come all the way parallel to the floor. If you can, and if you want to go there, please feel free to do that. But you're just gonna do a little up and tap. And 3, and 2, last one, and then take that leg out to the side and just little taps as you come. See if you can really challenge your balance by hovering that left foot off the ground. So you're not, you can to tap if you like to, but you can challenge yourself and see if that happens. And then front and back, front and back, side and front and side. And then lower that left foot down. Take the right foot out in front. Toes down, and you're gonna circulate that entire leg. And take a big circle. And circle it. Good. And And 2 more times. And then circle it the opposite direction. Really let that femur bone circulate inside the hip. Keeping that hip nice and mobile. And then taking that leg in front once again. Now point and flex the foot. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Rotate the ankle one way and rotate it the opposite direction. Good. And then begin to do those leg lifts just to the front. You can tap if you want to, or you can hover the whole time if you want to challenge your balance. If you like to, you can raise it up to hip level, but just stand tall as you're doing this. And 3, 2, last one, take it out and then to the side and out and lift. Again, if you want to challenge your balance, don't let the toes or the foot touch the ground, you just take it out to the side. 3, 2, and 1, and then let's combine it. Lift, just 3 of this out, forward and side, and forward and side. Very nice. Come all the way back to the center, Tadasana. Bring your big toes together, heels are an inch apart from each other. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold and step your left foot back, right foot back, come to top of the push-up and lower all the way down to the floor. Hands are right next to your chest, hug your chest in, bring your legs together. So imagining your ankles can touch. Take a nice deep inhalation, lift the chest up, low cobra, and then exhale and lower down. Inhale, lift the chest up. As you lift the chest up, hold here. Hover the hands off the ground. Press to the top of your feet and your pubic bone down, and then lift the chest up a little bit more. And exhale and lower. Inhale, lift the chest up. Lift the hands up. This time, lift the feet off the ground. And then take your hands behind you, palms are facing each other, Shalabhasana. Lift the heart up a little bit higher, take a nice deep breath in, and exhale and lower down. Press your hands down once again, tuck your toes under, push yourself up to top of the push-up, and downward facing dog. Inhaling, float the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Spin the back foot flat, inhaling, come on up to warrior 1, reach up. Exhale, open into warrior 2, stretch it out. Inhale, reach back behind you. Exhale into triangle pose, straighten the left knee, reach the right arm up. Inhale, come all the way back up, star pose. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, back into warrior 1, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor, and step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg goes up. Exhale, step the right foot in between. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior 1, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2, reach out to the side. Right palm up, reach back behind you, exalted warrior. Inhale, straighten the right knee, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left arm reaches up. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up to standing star pose. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, back into warrior 1, reach up. Exhale, hands come to the floor, step the right foot back. We're gonna add on to that. Inhaling, float the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot in between. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior 1, come on up, reach up. Exhaling, warrior 2, reach out to the side. Left palm up, reach back behind you, straighten the left knee. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Inhale, come on all the way up, reach up. Exhale, back into warrior 2. Inhaling, warrior 1, reach up once again. Now pick up that right heel off the ground, hands come to the heart center. Lift the chest up, inhale. Exhale, fold your torso on top of the left thigh. Shift your weight to the left, pick up that right foot off the ground. Hold it here. Inhale, expand in all directions. Reach your your fingertips forward. Exhale, bend the right knee and bring your right knee towards your chest. Inhale and expand, reach out. Exhale, right knee comes to your chest. Inhaling, reach forward as you reach your right leg back. Exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, go back into your warrior three. Land on your right toes, high lunge, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Inhale, exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your left foot back behind you. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Spin the back foot flat. Inhaling, warrior one, reach up. Exhaling, warrior two, reach out to the side. Inhale, exalted warrior, reach back behind you, straighten the right knee. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, come on up, star pose, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, reach up. Inhale, back into warrior one, reach all the way up. Exhale, lift up the left heel off the ground, hands come to the heart center. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold towards your right thigh. Inhale, as you reach forward, begin to shift your weight forward. Reach the left toes back behind you. Exhale, bend the left knee, bring it to your chest. Two more times. Inhale and expand and reach in opposite directions. Exhale, left knee comes to your chest. Last one. Inhale and extend. Exhale, knee comes to your chest. Hold. Now take it back to your warrior three, Virabhadrasana seat. And then gently land on your left toes. High lunge, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step the right foot back behind you. Inhale here. As you exhale, come to top of the push-up. Lower all the way down to the floor. Bring your legs together. Inhale, lift the chest up into cobra. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest up, press to the top of your feet, hover the hands off the ground. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, the heart lifts, hovers the hands off the ground, lift the legs back behind you, take your hands, palms facing each other, Shalabhasana. Inhale, lift in opposite directions once again. Exhale, lower everything down to the floor. Hands come right next to your rib cage, tuck the toes under, press yourself up to top of the push-up and downward facing dog. We have one more thing to add on to our sequence. Inhaling, left leg floats up. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. We're going to go straight into warrior two. Exhale, reach out. Exalted warrior, reach back behind you. Trikonasana, left hand on top of the left shin, reach up. Inhale, star pose, come on up. Exhale, back into warrior two, reach up. Inhale, warrior one, reach up. Exhale, warrior three, hands come to the heart center and float the right leg up. Inhaling, reach your fingertips forward. Exhale, right knee comes to your chest. Now stand tall, bring the right knee up with you. Inhale, reach the arms up as you begin to extend the right leg up and little pulses up towards the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing that leg way back behind you, warrior three. Land on your right toes. Inhaling, high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Step your left foot back. Inhaling, float the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot, warrior one. Come on up. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, right palm back, reach back behind you, straighten the right knee. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle. Inhale, reach up, lift your torso up, star pose. Exhale, back into warrior two. Inhaling, warrior one. Exhale, hands come to the heart center, lean forward, warrior three. Lift that left foot up. Inhale, extend your arms straight. Exhale, bend the left knee, come all the way up to standing, bring the knee up with you. Inhaling, reach the arms up. Begin to extend the left leg forward and pause for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swing that leg way to the back of your mat, warrior 3, and then land on your toes. Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Step your right foot back. Inhale here in your downward facing dog. Exhale, come to top of the push-up. Lower down to bottom of the push-up and come all the way down to the floor. Bring your legs together. Hands are next to your chest. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale and lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, hover the hands off the ground, squeeze your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, lower the forehead down. Inhale, lift the chest up, hover the hands off the ground, lift the toes off the ground. Now this time, bend the knees, take your hands behind you. Maybe your hands find your ankles and into bow pose. Lift the chest up, press your shins towards the back wall as you press your ankles into your hand. Lift the heart up. Inhale, exhale, and bring your forehead down. Inhale, bring your thighs down as you lift the chest up. Exhale, lower the forehead down, lift the thighs up. One more time, rocking back and forth. Inhaling, lift the chest up, lower the knees down. Exhale, lift the knees up, lower the forehead down. And then last one, pause here for a moment as you lift the toes up towards the sky, lift the chest up. Take a nice deep breath here and exhale, release. Stack your hands. Rest your forehead on top of your stacked hands and windshield wiper your feet side to side. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale it out. Turn your head to one side and relax. And turn your head to the other side. And then gently press yourself back to child's pose. Stretch out all these muscles that you just worked in your spine, keeping your spine mobile and strong and healthy. And then come all the way up to your seat. And as you come all the way up to your seat, now this is the time that we've gotten to that point that we're going to do our peak pose. So fold your left knee, bring your left heel a little bit closer to your groin. Draw that right knee to your chest, right foot flat on the floor. Begin to pick up the right foot off the ground, left hand goes to the outside of that right knee. Bring that leg up. So initially, all you have to do is just kind of rock that, just like we did at the beginning of the class. Rock that leg back and forth. If you prefer, you can cuddle that leg and just rock it back and forth. Whatever is working for you. Just kind of notice if there's a change from the beginning of the class. Then find stillness. Take your left hand to the outside of that right foot. And then see if you can kind of take that leg all the way up and over like you're wearing a backpack. Take it up and over as much as you can. Okay? So maybe this is as far as you want to go today. Great. Take your right hand on place it down on the mat. And all I'm asking you to do is really squeeze your arm, your right arm, between your thigh and your ankle here. That's all. Between your hamstring and not your ankle, calf. Your calf and hamstring. You're just squeezing that right arm. Only if it feels good, slowly begin to straighten that leg. So maybe this is as far as you go today. This is great. You just kind of stay here and practice. Think about the mobility in the spine. No need to go any farther. Only if it feels like you can begin to straighten that right leg a little bit, and then maybe begin to look underneath your left armpit and turn your head towards the sky. You come into compass pose. Pressing the right hand down, right leg becomes a little bit more straight at a time, but please, please do not force this. Keep the right knee bent as much as you want to, And you're thinking about rotating the torso up towards the ceiling. And then when you've had enough, just slowly begin to bend that knee, come on all the way up, cuddle that leg once again, and then lower that right foot down and sit tall for just a moment. And just notice the shift from side to side, this side of the spine as opposed to that side of the spine. And then as you're ready, we're just gonna try the other side. So remember, this is called a practice for the reason that we just practice each pose, and no one is expected to get to the pose right away the very first time they do it, unless of course they're gymnasts. So remember, we're just practicing, you're just going phase by phase. Right foot comes in, right knee is bent, pick up the left foot, maybe go back to side, feel your body here. This side may not even happen as much as the other side did, or for you, it may go a little bit farther. So whatever is, that's what it is. And let's just be at peace with that, whatever happens. And keep cuddling that leg, moving it side to side, in and out, lubricating that joint. And then whenever you're ready, you take your right hand to the outside of the left foot, and see if you want to bring the left knee up a little bit. Maybe it comes up like a backpack on your shoulder. Maybe you can't get it up that high and you're just squeezing your triceps between that hamstring and the calf. And then wherever you go, see if you can straighten that left elbow, put your left hand flat on the floor, and then slowly begin to see if you want to extend that left leg out. So maybe this is as far as you get to today. This is great. Just focus on stretching out that left hamstring. And then only if you feel a sense of opening in that side, you begin to slowly straighten that left knee. Turn your gaze maybe up towards the sky and open up that right side of your body into compass pose. Lifting that left foot up. Make sure you're breathing throughout the whole movement. Inhale, and then exhale. When you've had enough, you release that foot down and put the left foot next to the right foot. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your heels a little bit closer to your groin. Lift the chest up. Inhale and exhale and fold. And just stay here for just a moment. Stretch out your low back. Drop the head down. Stretch out the back of your neck. And then gently sit tall. Extend the left leg out. Extend the right leg out. Take a nice deep breath here. Kind of move a little bit side to side there, like you're walking on your sits bones. Just back and forth, side to side. Inhale and exhale, and then come back straight down the center. Hands on in front of you. Inhale, lift the chest up, and exhale, begin to fold. So here, think about your belly button coming towards towards the floor instead of rounding back. So the spine is nice and mobile and straight and powerful and strong. If you anytime you feel like you're rounding your back to get here, just sit tall. Maybe your hands can even go behind you. And then as you're ready, gently with the help of both hands, begin to bring the feet up. Put your feet flat on the floor. And here we're gonna slowly begin to roll down. So lift the arms up, palms are open, and gently and slowly begin to roll down one vertebra at a time. Once you get down to your mid-back area, pause here, and then come all the way back up. And let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, reach, and exhale, slowly begin to roll down one vertebra at a time, but don't go all the way down yet. So really use your core, and then come on all the way up. And last one, inhale and exhale. This time you can go all the way down. Use your core to get all the way down on the floor. And take your right knee to your chest. Rotate the right ankle once again. Inhale. And exhale. And then hold that right knee here and drop the left knee out to the left. So the left knee is like tree pose. The left knee is out to the left, right knee is to my chest. Take your left hand on the outside of that right foot and slowly begin to extend that right leg. So we're doing a little variation of that compass pose, except that now you're on your back. If you want to, you can see if you want to stretch that right leg out to the right a little bit more. A nice deep breath here. Feel that nice stretch in the hamstring. This is in fact a really good prep for that compass pose. So if you want to practice that pose, do this, and then especially if you don't have enough time to do a full class, you can do this pose and then see if you want to get into that other, if the compass pose in a seated position. And then bring that right leg all the way up vertical, and now take it all the way over to the left. Nice deep stretch. Extend the right leg out, right arm out to the side. Breathe into that right IT band. Exhale it out. Breathe into the right side body. And then gently come all the way back to the center. Now this time, interlace your fingers behind the calf or the hamstring or ankles, wherever you got. Point and flex the foot. And then next time you're ready, take a nice deep inhalation and exhale, lift the head and shoulders up towards your shin and stretch out that hamstring. Nice deep inhalation. Because my left knee is bent to the side, I can go a little bit deeper, but again, depth is not mandatory in any of our poses. And then gently, slowly, as you lengthen the leg away from the hip, begin to slowly let the leg drop down. Pause here for a moment in tree pose on your back. And then gently putting the left foot flat on the floor, right foot flat on the floor. Left knee comes to your chest, interlace the fingers around the shin, drop that right knee out to the right. Rotate the left ankle if that feels good. And then as you're ready, take that right hand to the outside of that left foot and gently begin to stretch that side. Maybe this side, the knee doesn't become stretched all the way, extend it all the way, that's fine. Stay wherever it feels good. Take a nice deep breath here, exhale it out. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly begin to take that leg back to the center, keeping that hand either on your shin or ankle or your foot, and take it all the way across your body to the right side. Take that left arm out to the left. Your gaze can go to your left fingertips as you go into this deep twist. Send your breath to your left IT band, to your left hip, left hamstring, wherever you're holding the tension, that's where you want to breathe into. One more deep breath in, exhale. And then inhale, take that leg straight up towards the sky once again. Now both hands interlacing behind the hamstring or calf or ankle. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders up. Exhale, hold here. You can gently guide that leg a little bit closer to your torso so you feel that nice stretch in the hamstring. Let the shoulders move away from the ears. Constantly remind yourself to soften the shoulders. And And as you're ready, lower the head and shoulders down. As you point the toe, now begin to lengthen that leg all the way down to the floor. Beautiful. And both legs are straight, down on the floor. Bring your heels together. Engage the core. Let the back be long. So you don't have to press your low back down, but I want you to think about engaging your core. And then take your hands and kind of glide them under your low back. Now, as you're ready, gently begin to lift the heels off the ground. Take the legs up, straight up towards the sky. Point the toes. Hold it here. Take a nice deep breath here. And then slowly scissor them down halfway. You can bend your knees if this is too much for your low back. And then scissor all the way back up. Remember, the knees can stay bent as you're doing it. That's much more safer for your back. And take the legs up and lower. Of course, for mobility, we can never forget about our core strength. And up and lower. Last one, up. And then take the legs all the way up. Bend both knees. Take the arms straight up towards the sky. Fingertips reaching up. As you extend the left leg straight, reach the right arm overhead, and then switch side. Left knees bent, hands meet on top of the chest. Extend the right leg straight as you reach the left arm back. And then reach up. And left leg, right arm back. It's like you're doing bird dog, but you're on your back. And up. And left leg, right arm, or right arm, left leg, whichever side you're on. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And extend both sides. And back. And extend. Nice and slow and controlled. And back. Last two. Left leg, right arm, and up to the center. And right leg, left arm. And up to the center. And then bring your knees to your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Take a nice deep breath in. Put your feet flat on the floor. Lift the hips up. Just one quick bridge pose. And then slowly begin to roll down. And we're ready for our final pose, Shavasana. Extend the legs out. Palms are open towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. Let the back of your head rest comfortably on the floor. You might begin to notice sense of tingling in your body, a sense of energy flowing all around you and all inside you. What a great thing to be able to do in the middle of the day or wherever you're logging in. What an incredible gift from me to you and from yourself to yourself. Nice deep breath here. Exhale. And then as you rest in this Shavasana, notice how the more you step out to the side, maybe you can begin to receive your inhalation rather than forcing your inhalation. So really soften through the thought of receiving your inhalation and then giving your exhalation. Receive your inhale and give your exhale. One more time. Receive your inhale. Like we just received an amazing gift. And give your exhale like you just gave an amazing gift to one of your loved ones. As you're ready, gently begin to deepen your breath. Draw one knee to your chest and then the other knee to your chest. Notice which nostril you're breathing out of a little bit easier. Roll over to that side and pause for a moment. receiving and giving. With the strength in your top arm, press yourself to a comfortable seat. One more time, please. Receive your inhalation and give your exhalation. Like you're receiving a beautiful gift and you're giving an incredible gift to someone you know. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. As always, I'm grateful. I'm here to receive from you guys as well as give to you as much as I know how to. Have a beautiful week. Namaste.